Hello friends, it's Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you the pretty leaves outside my window this morning. I don't know if you can get the true vibrancy of them, but they are. When we were in Florida this past week and we came back, and it was absolutely beautiful. The leaves we saw in driving through South Carolina and North Carolina to get home. Anyway, I'm here for my reorganizing video, so let me take you over here to my drawers. So the last two drawers in my dresser here is what I reorganized last night after I got home. At 6 o'clock I got home, brought a few things in, threw some clothes in the washer, and here I am. I came in here and took everything out of these drawers, and I've got it back in here. So this is going to be a short video, but I wanted to show you what I did because I think it worked out really well. These were stuffed full, both of these drawers stuffed full from bottom to top. And you can see I've got some room here now. See this? This is the side of my drawer, and I have all of this room. So I don't know. I'll tell you how I think it happened. So let me sit down here. I think I can show you this way. So in this drawer, I kind of, things were piled. Like as I have collected through things through the years, like since I've set up my craft room, I would just, I had things in the drawers, and then when I brought new things home, I just put them in, on top, on top, on top, whenever, until the drawer was full. And now, now I'm reorganizing. So I took, like I said, took everything out. And in here, what I did, and I'm doing this with all my drawers and things, so I can see what I have and get things out easier. So back here, this is laying down because it's too big to put on its side. This is a order, it's got an order book. It's just blank pieces of paper like that, yellow and white that I picked up at a thrift store. And under there is just some stationery, printer stationery, that you get. A couple of packages of that. So that, of course, would not fit on this side. I could try to put it somewhere else, but I have room there, so I'm going to leave it. But everything else in here I put on its side instead of being stacked in a pile. So here you can see these are all just kind of papers, like papers from planners and different kind of planners, financial, fun planners, and different just different notebooks and things like that I can take paper from for my journals. So this, you can see they're all about the same size. So I just put those right here. I kind of was like putting things in and then moving things around until I got it the way I wanted it. So this is how it ended up. These are all pretty much the same size. Okay, and this side is the same way, except in here, in the back, I've got room back here too. Like I've got about, let me push them up, I've got about 3 inches of room in the back there, but I can't, this door doesn't open anymore, so. But I put, because I kind of had these smaller things up here. I had them mixed in, and I had them over on their side, horizontally kind of. And while I could see them, some of the smaller things were in the back, the bigger things were in the front. So I put all of the bigger things in the back here on their side. See, this is the box of stationery and different other types of paper here. Anyway, bigger things in the back on their sides horizontally, so I can just kind of flip through here like this and see what I have, right? And then I was putting these things in here, and they were on their side too, but some of them were not. Some of them were vertical. I was like, I can get twice as much room here if I put everything that will fit vertical, and then see, like I started like this, and I was like, oh, and then I have all of this room, so then I put all of these things here. So I was getting worried like it wasn't going to fit in here, and with these in here too, I thought, well, I have to take those out, and then I can put those over there. But then it was like I said, kind of like putting a puzzle together and experimenting. I have some coin rollers down in here too, but I know where they are, and I think they've been in here for a long time. So some things I don't want to take out of where they are because I know where they are, and I've had this happen a couple of times where I put them somewhere else. It's a perfectly logical place to put them, but then I can't find them. I'm like, where did I put those type of thing? So I know they're here. I'm not moving them because I know where they are. So anyway, as you can see, I kind of doubled my space here, which I was really excited about because I could fit all of this in here and still actually have extra room in the back there. and here. I mean, I couldn't believe it actually. So that's that drawer, and so it is done. And I'll show you what I took out. I did take a few things out. I took, as I opened this drawer, let me open this drawer down here. What I took out to make more room, see, this one's full up to the top. I did this one first, and then took everything out of here, put it back in, and took a few things out of the top drawer, and just I filled this drawer up first, and then did the top drawer that I just showed you. That's probably why I have extra room up there, because I filled this one up first, and to see how much I could get in here, because I was worried actually after I took everything out of both drawers that I wouldn't get it back in, putting everything on its side, or most things on its side. So what I did to make space was I had some commercial journals, you know, that you see at thrift stores, and people have never used them, and then they end up at the thrift store, and they had their covers, and their covers are quite thick. I mean, if you add up all the covers that I took out, probably at least 4, they would probably be at least an inch or so of space. And that, when you're trying to maximize your space, an inch, you could fit something else in that inch, right? That you need and want to keep in, you know, in your space or whatever that you're reorganizing. So anyway, as you can see, I did a similar thing here. So let me show you in the back. See, it goes all the way to the back there. And I do have some smaller things I could pull out back there. But the point is here that everything's on its side. I can see it. I can grab it. And oh, I wanted to keep all of these together. These are all from here, from the beginning of the drawer, from the front of the drawer here. This is the front. All the way back to here is bridge score sheets. So now, see, I had some in here and some in that top drawer that I just showed you. And so that's one reason I took everything out. I wanted to get like things together. So all my bridge score sheets, and then back to other papers. Like here's some ledgers. I did want to keep all the ledgers together, but they wouldn't fit in here by me keeping them all together because they're such different sizes. Some small, some big, you know, some strange sizes, you know, so long, skinny type journals, I mean ledgers and things. So anyway, that's that side. And even to maximize the space in here, even in between this side and this side, I have things here, which I had before, but these were laying flat. These are paper guest checks pads, and I had them laying flat where they took up more room. So now they're on their side. I can still get them out easily, and they take up less space. I have a little coloring book here that is just a kind of like a mini coloring book that I like to stick those pages in my journal. That's on its side. And some little papers, notepads and things here that just fit there. So I put them there, you know what I mean, to maximize my space. So this is the only pile I have here. And these are bigger things. So I will have to like take things out of this pile to get, I can kind of see though, look here. See, I can kind of see the edges here. Yeah, I'm just now realizing that as I'm showing you, but I can see the edges here. So I can grab things out that way. Or if I want to take a few things out, I can. But I had to do it that way to get all these things in here. So this is a pile of my ledgers and also papers from those journals that I took apart and I took the covers off to save space. A lot of those are right here. And then here's some other, right here I kept all of my from games where I've collected the game score pads from different games, not bridge, but others. Those are all right here, and they're all together now, and they were separated just, you know, because as I would bring them home, I would just put them in the drawer, right? And so they were kind of everywhere as I brought them home. But now, since I've cleaned it out, I've got them all together. So if I want 1 or 2 or 3 different ones now, I can find them. I'm super excited about that because it was a little hard. It was getting quite hard to put my hands on things quickly or at all because they were kind of buried, right? So anyway, I just wanted to explain that as far as if you're trying to maximize your space and, you know, organize your craft room. So see, and one test I did as I was reorganizing, I would keep opening and closing my drawer to make sure nothing was too tall in order for me to close the drawers. So just 1 second. So what I took out is right here pretty much. Like These are some seals. I'm going to put those with my stickers. I had them in there because they came with the stationery set that's in those drawers. So I kind of wanted to keep it together, but now that I've reorganized, I'm just going to put these. I'm realizing I can just put these with my stickers. This is just a plain note paper, and it's probably old and vintage. I don't know where it came from. I think it came actually, you know what, I think this was in some yarn and things that I bought, and some yarn was wrapped around here. I'm remembering this now. Believe it or not, somebody needed something to wrap their yarn around, and they wrapped it around this little notepad, and then I put the notepad in with my papers. This I have, this is written on. I don't know if I'll even keep this, but I can use it if I want to. I can cover up that if I want to. And so I'm debating on what to do with that, whether to throw it away or put it with my papers. I'll probably put it with my papers because, you know, we don't like to throw things away if we don't have to. And then here's some calendars I took out of there that I had bought from Dollar Tree in 2019. As you can see, I did buy these new in at Dollar Tree, I believe. And so I have used part of this one. This one's open. This one's still wrapped. But you can see why I bought it. It's super pretty with the watercolor florals there. And this one also had some flowers. I tore this sheet. This is the cover. I took off last night and I was kind of playing around with it and made a little, like a giant envelope here or something. I don't know. I was like, what? Because I was like, I don't want to put these back in the drawers. I need to do something with these right away and just, you know, be done with them. But I do like to use calendars. The thing about the big calendars like this, I like to use them in glue books. So I'm not getting rid of them. I'm going to either put them somewhere or do something with them right away. So those I took out and I showed you those. So this is the state of my craft room right now. Not too messy. This is the top of the dresser. So I'm going to spin you around, and I haven't been here all week, so I'm not going to like show you my craft room because I have not messed it up. So you're going to be like, well, you weren't here, so it didn't get messed up. But I do have my project out here on my table that I'm working on, my recipe journal. And I took these out too. So this is my recipe journal mess, which is not really a mess, but I just have it out here to work on. My scissors I was using last night to cut up that envelope. Oh, I took these out of those drawers. There's just some Post-it notes, like planner type things, or just little things to decorate with. This one, just one in the corner is used, but these 3, 4, 5 are not used really. So I might put that in a destash or something. So that's out here. Here's a little calendar that I also, it probably came with one of those calendars, little, you know how sometimes at Dollar Tree they've had it where you get a big calendar and it has a little calendar with it. This is a little one. So that's another. I took all the little ones out of that drawer. They were in those drawers. And so that's a small one. I thought I would maybe do something right away with that. And then this is another small calendar. It's super cute. What does that say? 2020. It's a little Christmas one with little pages. And the pictures are super cute. I thought I could do something with those right away. Look see how that picture is super cute. I just thought that this was so cute. I don't know where I got it though. And then here's another calendar that is like, I don't know, it's like a Currier and Ives or something. It might be, but it's this type. And so this one is perfect. The pages are perfect to use in a journal. I see I cut the number. I was probably looking for numbers for my December daily, and I cut a number out right there, that square. But the ones I didn't cut, I could cut that down too and use it in a journal as a page. But see how these are? They're perfect to use in a journal, aren't they? So anyway, I left those calendars out of those drawers to maybe put in a different place or just do something with right away. Here's another one I was folding up and trying to make something with, and I just kind of folded it up and playing around with it, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cute. I'm going to have to figure out what I did here. And what did I make? I'm not sure, but I'm going to work on that. So anyway, that's the state of my craft room this week. I've got my rolling cart pulled over here because I have in the top two tiers there my recipe stuff for my cookbook journal. So it's all organized. So I don't have, the reason I love this, let me just tell you this real quick, is because if I didn't do it like this, I would probably have this stuff piled all over this table. And you can see what it looks like now. I have enough stuff piled on there, but it doesn't, it's not overwhelming, and it's not, I have space to work, and it's not like a big mess. But if I had that, all of that, and what I have down there piled into onto the table, it would be getting quite claustrophobic and probably messier. So I really like using my rolling cart in that way, and that's a new thing I started kind of since I am reorganizing things. I don't have room for another rolling cart in here, so this is it. So I'm just, trying to maximize my space that I have in this room. On the bottom, I still have other kind of miscellaneous projects that I want to get to, and that's my trash can. So anyway, that's it for this week. Stay tuned for next week. I'm going to start on this space here under my table. See, here's my table. This is a shelf, like a divided shelf under this table, and a cabinet. So those two areas are going to be next. So see you then. Have a great week. Happy crafting, and I'll see you then. See you later.